your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Lions and the Eagles on Sunday night.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They go here with a former Lion. It's DeAndre Swift, and he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. So now the Lions go on offense in a great starting spot. And they will be led out by a man in his sophomore campaign as the quarterback.
And if you go by the numbers, he's had a Pro Bowl-type season. And maybe that's even selling him a little bit short. He's the NFL leader in touchdown passes to this point in the year. And with the end of the season not too far away, he's got his guys playing at a very high level.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Well, partner, this offense 12-0 now on the year following their latest victory. And during the week, a lot of folks making comparisons between this squad and the 1985 Bears. You know, they too were 12-0 at this juncture of the season before losing on a Monday night 38-24 to the Dolphins at the Orange Bowl way back on December 2nd of 85. But then they never lose again en route to winning Super Bowl 20.
And when you look back on it, partner, didn't it almost feel like a setup game? Because they were playing the Dolphins, and the Dolphins were protecting their franchise's undefeated season of 1972, that team. And you know what that team does. They love to celebrate the fact that they still are the only one to get through an entire NFL season that way. That was Dan Marino's 3rd year playing under the great Don Shula, and they were motivated to keep that franchise's record intact.
18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at it.
And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Lions use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. So another rushing touchdown for him this year. Boy, he's found the end zone quite a bit so far. Charles, that now an even 20 scores on the season.
And you know how often we use the term, probably I overuse the term, imposing their will? Well, these defenses have become really powerless to stop him. That's what we've seen from him and his team this year. You know he's getting the ball down here in the red zone, but he's just got that strength of will himself, and he's used it to great effect.
The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. You talk about this Lions defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And when you're getting ready to face the number 1 overall offense in the NFL, it does not matter where you rank defensively because you got your hands full. You don't know what you're going to face, but you know that that's a strong unit that you're getting ready for.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Partner, I came into this game eager to see how they would hold up in man coverage. And on that play, they held up quite well.
On fourth down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top 2 seeds in the NFC. I think they're the 2 best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top 2 teams in the NFC.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Well, I would have figured up to the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Lions first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on third down and 5.
Okay, quick. Bronco switch. Steady.
Trying the left side with Gibbs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Another fine carry from the NFL's rushing leader, and quarterbacks typically dominating the MVP balloting, but I think you got to give this guy serious consideration, don't you?
I agree totally. I mean, he's leading the league in rushing, and let's face it, partner, the running back renaissance in the NFL, it's real, and it's really helping teams along the way. He's a prime example. Got to give him strong consideration for MVP talk.
11 yards there and a Lion first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
The throw right sideline here is complete, and he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Jalen Carter in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
As long as you've been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 1. Off the option, that's complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great play there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Lions are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And it's now 14-0. So that one a long 11-play drive. And the gadget play gets him into the end zone. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view. And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got 2 division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28 as they've got it as we resume action. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Now, whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll wind up being a net of 41. 9-yard return, 50 on the punt. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Drop for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. He'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
It's certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jalen Carter, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
No touchdown. King, Phil King. Phil King. No touchdown.
Hurts. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
No touchdown.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. He's going deep for Brown. Now, and that is incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Second and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Lions will take over. And Detroit getting set to go now. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
Jalen Carter in on that tackle.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Second and 5. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
They had 2 tight ends in the formation on that one. It looked to me like he had his pick of receivers downfield.
I think he was just planning on going over the middle. That's what he did.
Picked up first down, too.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Come on.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now back to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
It's a 47-yard field goal try from here, but instead they're going to opt to go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
27-yard line. A gain of 3 on the play. And the Lions.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Ready? Hey, check that. Hey.
On the give, here's Gibbs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
19 tight. 19.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 35 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Back to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And the Lions are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And in for the Lions touchdown. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Lions will extend their lead here just before halftime. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say. Be quick, but don't hurry. You can see that everything is happening for him, but he's not taking it at a pace that he can't sustain.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Great, set.
All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast. Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the third quarter. We welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Lions in the lead, and they're going to get the football first as well as the second half is underway. And he returns this to the 22. The Lions offense heading out as we give you a look at the playoff race coming into the weekend in the NFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it. It's team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through. And I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
On the ready.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Ready.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Now I think we're going to get a timeout here. Yes, a timeout here as it looks like we've got a Lion that's shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Second and a couple. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Here's 3rd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he is going to have a Lions first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Hands it off out of the gun. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
But you know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Here we go.
Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll look to throw. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, pardon partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he is going to have a Lions first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes in the run game you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on 2nd down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for it first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
3rd down and 10. Back to throw here. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain.
He really looked comfortable there, scanning the situation, analyzing things, feeling the pressure, and then stepping up right through the middle and sprinting for a first down.
Ready?
Off the RPO, he completes it. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11.
Trap 50, trap 50.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Sly able to put this one through. And the route is on. It's 24-0. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one complete to Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On second down, Swift. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
Hurts. He's going to... Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they have to be feeling pretty good. Comfortable 4th quarter lead as they take over following the fumble recovery. Here's a quick throw left side to start things out. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Lions add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the 4th quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, it always comes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And out now come the Eagles. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big 4th quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Another shot now for this Lions offense. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put him #1 for what we've seen this season.
And the Lions are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the gun, Gibbs will get it. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Lions are on their way to a sensational 13-0 start as they extend their lead here.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. Philadelphia's offense ready to go again. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert, 59 yards. And the Eagles are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Lions. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Jack Campbell with a pick. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, And picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Pass to 60. Pass to 60.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's to the tight end, Laporta. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the Eagles' 22-yard line.
From the 22 now, here's second down and 1. He'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. That's big Jordan Davis powering in to drop him.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
Buffalo 18. Ready.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
From the 4, this is second down and 1. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's do this, man. This is where you step up, right?
On the jump.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Here we go. Ready.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
Extra point by Sly is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards for number 11. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack, just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, Hurts. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, nice defensive effort there, providing the hit as the ball got to the receiver, separates him from the catch, and normally he's a sure-handed target.
Here's Hurts to throw. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Aiden Hutchinson. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Now, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were, but don't forget about the effort by this defense as well.
Yeah, they weren't going to let up just because the lead was saved. They wanted to play as big a part in this game as their offense did in making this blowout. They needed to be noticed as well, and they played accordingly.
So for Detroit, the streak lives as they move to 13-0 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they have to go to Lambeau to take on the Packers. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, it's just their 3rd loss as they fall now to 10-3. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears.
Say you gon' ride, say you gon' step by me, spin and slide, say you gon' step by me, who gon' step by me, who gon' step by me.
Yeah, told him I would be a boss before.
On top of that, she good for me. Made me wanna say, even though I got plenty, if I'm down to my last penny, I still gotta.
Yeah, first off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Gotta.
I made a way, look at burdens that I escaped. I'm setting stage, I raise a